Hey, look at that. We're finally back. At least I think we're back. I don't know yet. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, that takes care of all of that. Wow, that was a little obnoxious. So yeah, the internet went completely freaking tits up here. Okay, so check for interference filters. Reload device overload. Too many connected devices or heavy internet usage can overload. It's not older. This thing is brand new. I'm probably gonna. Okay, so looks like I'm gonna have to contact freaking Execulink. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, chat. Apologies. Apologies. I can't help when the internet decides that it's going to go down, unfortunately. All right, let's get out of here. Well, it is what it is. We're back, though, so we'll continue where we left off. Thanks for those of you who stuck around and you guys stayed patient. You're the true ones. Thank you. Yeah, that is the second time today that I've actually had to reboot the router, the modem router, so honestly, I generally, as a rule, have come to understand that if that's happening frequently, it usually means it's a hardware problem. More specifically, it'll be a hardware issue with the router that we got from Execulink, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. I'll have to contact them and see what's going on there. You know what? Let's do that. Forklifts, rough terrain forklift, no less. So we're gonna go and deliver us some rough terrain forklifts here, chat. Okay. All right, that's fine. Why am I going? Yeah, internet took a dump. Yep. Internet took a dump. Actually, again, like the equipment that we're using, like the router and everything, came from the ISP. It's brand new, but it is quite obviously suffering from some issues. I'm probably gonna have to contact Execulink and figure that out. Gonna have to get that sorted. You know, I'm all right with this. LA La Noir, I'm good with that. La La Noir. La La Noir. Well, we're back. Yeah, like I said, it was... No, we're gonna go this way really quick. Just because, why not? Looks like the, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, wait. Why did I just... Wow, YouTube is... Took a second there. Yikers. So we're in Bergen. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna hit the garage. Dad is gonna repair the truck just in case. Oh, it's a DAF dealership. Is that even allowed up here in Norway? is a DAF dealership allowed to be in Norway? Asking, listen, asking for friends. Is this even allowed? I thought it was only Scania allowed up here. Nope, nope, no, no, we're not buying that. No, yes, I want to leave the dealership. That's getting slightly obnoxious. You're good. Don't worry. I'm gotta say I'm not really overly a fan of the croquettes, so you enjoy. They're dry and they're nasty. I can think of so many other things to do, better to do with meat than croquettes. Okay, so service first. All right, that's actually not too bad. What about, you know what? We'll confirm. Yep. Fix that up. Oh, new storage rack is coming in today. I'm gonna save so much space. Ooh, storage rack. That sounds exciting. Okay, so we got 520 DC16, 116, 520 V8 Euro 6. If we go the 560 Super. I mean 770, 730, 660, 650, 590. Maybe the 5. You know what? We're gonna go with the 560 Super. We're gonna upgrade the engine. There we go. The super engines were added with 157. Nice. Okay, there we go. Been needing a new one. Gonna replace the pantry since. Oh, that's always rough too, right? Just like, especially in the kitchen. Like pantries are kind of like pretty freaking important. Like overall. Last thing you want is like all your dry goods and canned goods in the pantry freaking coming down around your ass. Same with the digital dash. Okay, so not much has really changed with Bergen here. Ooh, here we go. There's the Lilo right at the door. Being nosy. Dog's being nosy. All right, we're gonna zip through here really quick because, oh, try not to murder it. I put some beans on a shelf the other week and it collapsed. Scared the shit. I bet it did, dude. I can't even imagine. Put something on the freaking shelf and fucking shit collapses. It freaking makes that noise and it's like, holy crap. We're not speeding, okay? Like, don't overthink. Okay, well, we repaired. There's our load. Rough terrain forklifts, huh? Sounds like... So was this the Amazon purchase to repair the pantry shelves? All right, the slightly extra horsepower was probably a much needed upgrade. I mean, honestly, like Black Friday and the Cyber Monday deals for stuff like that were pretty good. I hope you got it on sale, man. Okay, so we're going up the coast. We're going up the coast. New vacuum and storage closet storage. Oh, always fit. Can't go wrong with that. Half off. Fuck. Fantastic deals. Honestly, best way to shop. Usually the deals suck, but got some good ones this year. I didn't actually get anything. Eesh, rude. Shit. One moment. Hold on. Oh. Girl. The dog was being extra. Oh, we're speeding in the goddamn tunnel again. Jesus Christ. Freaking speed cameras. That's fun. Go lie down, Neely. It's okay. It was just glasses fell off his head. It's okay. All right, here. Bork, bork. Yeah, the dog. Bork. All right. We're situated. We're good. seriously, man, look at this. This is freaking gorgeous, bro. You know what? Like, listen, I don't care. I'm gawking. I'm going to be a goddamn tourist right now. Look at this. Hell yeah. Listen, SES Software, y'all definitely doing, you picked up Arc Raiders? Okay, have you had a chance to play it yet, Tech? Man, they really nailed this. Arc Raiders is great. Couple hours. Arc Raiders is fantastic. I really enjoy it. And it is the one thing I've actually found I really enjoy it as a solo player because it's not freaking sweaty. You know how hard it is to find a freaking extraction game that isn't super sweaty and everybody's just murking everybody? We do have an Arc Crew and we do have Star Citizen. It's true. Yeah, I do. I 100% do, Lazy J. Yes, I do. I love me some Star Citizen. Been playing for going on 4 years now. I think so. Here's where I think I run into a bit of an issue is Star Citizen, because of my streaming schedule, is difficult to put together a crew because I'm generally streaming when a lot of people are at work. So the only ship that I have bought and paid for is the Drake Golem. Now, what I ended up doing was my ship purchase, my package purchase, was the Anvil Pisces. That's what I bought my package with. I then this year paid the additional $22 US to upgrade from the Pisces to the Drake Golem when the Golem was released. That is the only ship that I have paid real world money for. And exactly, most people are usually at work when I'm live, right? So yeah, I only have one single ship bought and paid for with cash. The other ships that I currently own in game, I have bought by grinding it out in game credit, right? Speaking of the Golem, at some point we're gonna have to get the Golem out again. Oh wow, they really freaking kind of outdid themselves. So yeah, I think total spent in Star Citizen is $100 US. That is it. Could not be verified as static. Yeah. Scorpion. Oh, the Scorpion. The Scorpius is a nice ship. The salvage ship. So, the Vulture and a Gladiator. Gladiator's a nice ship. We're unsure. They love the print. I mean, that's awesome. They love the print. Here's the thing. If they're unsure and you're unsure, then probably best to err on the side of caution and not use it. Lavic? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Very first ship was oh, I love me a Connie. Connie is one of my favorites. I know a lot of people love the Constellation Taurus, but I actually like the Andromeda. I prefer the Andromeda over the Taurus. Yes, slightly less cargo space, but man, way harder hitting. Way harder hitting. That was actually a pretty quick jaunt across the fjord. Ace may have it. Ace won't Ace won't know static, exactly. I don't want to have to rub it on the carpet then to see if it shocks shocks me, to see if it risks micron 200% mark. Right, exactly. Exactly. This is great. Employees, local people, you know, high schools, college kids, yeah. But they're also, that's not the place you're going to. They're probably not knowledgeable on whether or not their filters are, you know, are static friendly. Yeah, yeah. All people who will have no idea whether foam is static friendly. Yeah. And Google don't know. Oh, well, that doesn't make it any better. Fucking even Google doesn't have the. Oh wait, Google, the mighty Google machine doesn't even know? Bruh. It's foam. Yeah, it's foam. I'm having fun with it though. First time jumping into a multiplayer in over 3 years. You know, honestly, Tech, I think that's the most important thing. The game itself, Arc Raiders, is really easy to pick up. It's really easy to figure out the crafting system and everything. There's no pay to win mechanic, right? Like that's... And honestly, the solos aren't super sweaty. You guys, well, and you guys have already seen when I'm streaming Arc Raiders, I only had that one douche nozzle shoot at me. Out of all the hours we've played Arc Raiders so far, I've only had one person in solos fucking shoot at me. And he died for it because he was an idiot. Yeah, right? It's, honestly, the freaking moments are hilarious. Some of this shit is funny AF. Yeah, spawn head to edge of map. Yeah, pretty much. Solo first time. Yeah, solo first time is low key. Yeah. Yeah, spawn head to edge of map. Just sort of figure things out. Right? You figure out the mechanics and yada yada, and you're good, right? Oh! Oh! Don't know how we saved it, but I'm not gonna question it. Holy shit. Yeah, players create plot, not hell, right? Very, very different. A story versus getting shit on. Yes. And that's what the interactions have been every single time in Arc Raiders, like streaming it, we've built a kind of a weird story rather than just getting shit on. Yeah, every time I get shit on by an asshole. Yeah, and that's exactly what it's been. It's been this like, just like funny, unique interactions and conversations, and it's like, dude, but that's what's actually made it fun. And you listen, if Frightful is still here, you can ask him. He's heard me cursing, playing online multiplayer shit. He's heard the cursing. Eliza, not so much yet. Now I need to get a USB interface so I can use my mic. Get yourself like a decent, inexpensive 3.0 USB 3.0 hub, or an interface. What kind of mic do you have, Tech? Well, I think what he means is like an audio interface that allows for USB. Whatever. Yeah, XLR to USB will work. I mean, yeah. Go with a Behringer or like a Scarlett. Doesn't have to be super expensive. You've got a decent microphone, XLR microphone that you need to just convert over. Yeah, so you need an audio interface. Yeah. Behringer, it's the USB 502. I can highly recommend. I still have one. It's still functional. So if something happens, I still have an interface that will work. Or the Scarlett. Scarlett makes a fantastic one, and they're pretty inexpensive. Best thing is, if you want to give yourself like good solid being able to EQ your microphone, look at Corsair's Wavelink 3.0. You don't have to have Elgato hardware anymore. You don't have to have one of their microphones. You can just use your Wavelink software now, absolutely free, to then EQ any microphone through any interface. It used to be you had to have one of the Elgato Wavelink microphones. You don't need that anymore. You just download the software. I can use it with my Rodecaster if I wanted to. But it allows you to then EQ the audio channel that your mic is on and everything. And then you can actually have separate like audio sliders for your game, your mic, and everything if you want to. So you can like do this really nice multi-channel audio setup without it like being ridiculous, without the complication. But surprisingly, the software itself is actually really solid. Wait, why are we coming to another? I mean, okay. Sure, I guess. How did I have to take a ferry to get on another ferry? What is happening here? I knew we were going to the sticks, but I didn't realize how far into the sticks we were going. Okay. Very strange indeed. But yeah, like the Behringer USB 502, highly recommended. Very good, solid, very easy to use for an XLR mic to USB interface for your computer. Or the Scarlett, what is it? The Scarlett, is it the Rogue? I think that's what it is. I can't remember. I know it's Scarlett. Scarlett, oh, Focusrite Scarlett, I think is what it is. And both of them are super simple. Plug in microphone, plug in USB to PC, plug in power. Done. Simple knob on front. It's like, be sure there isn't another metal item touching card, because shorts. Wait, what? What are we talking about? What's causing shorts? What? Bzzz, what? Who's shorting what? Why are you looking at my shorts? I thought we already had this conversation, Slider. Stop looking at my shorts, okay? Why are you looking at my shorts again? Causing shorts. Bzzz. It is, yeah, it is almost 11 p.m. here, and we are no closer than we were prior to dropping this off. Son of a biscuit. All right, looks like this is a night job. Doesn't look like we had a lot of traffic out here though, so I'll take that as a win. We're winning. We're winning, chat. We are winning. Right, so, like I've got to contact ExecuLink, find out what the hell is going on with the router and why it keeps locking, like basically locking up. I still think it's a hardware issue. It's brand new router, but the thing, it could just be like, I have to, this is now, in 3 days, I've had to actually power cycle the router, router 4 times. So I'm not exactly sure what the hell that's all about or why it keeps doing that, but so I think it's gonna definitely be a weekend of having a conversation with ExecuLink's support staff. Okay, we're getting flashy thingy. There we go. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Stop flashing me. Jeez. I guess I don't really need those on considering we've got street lights now, so it's not like we're out in the sticks and you can't see what's going on. So here's something. With all of the new assets that have been included into Euro Truck Simulator 2 because of the Scandinavia rework and because of the release of Nordic Horizons, I wonder if that's going to, how that's going to affect the development of some of the larger scale map mods like Project Japan. Speaking of which, what the hell happened to Project Japan? Because, like, they vanished, bro. Are they even working on it anymore? Like, the website still exists, but hasn't been updated since, like, 1.55. What the fuck? They go to ground, or, like, what happened? Websites are easy to keep up. Yeah, well, okay, that's fair. Hamster dance. Okay, that, yes, true. True. Hamster dance social. Don't be an asshole, sir. Hamster dance is a social phenomenon. Social media. Don't be a dick. I don't see why that's mean. You're offensive to hamsters. Your father wore army boots and your mother smelt of elderberries. I fought in your general direction. That's right, chat. I fart in your general direction. Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. Monty Python best in class. Oh my god. All right, how are we doing? All right, so we've got Finland. We've got Sweden 4 of 6, Norway 3 of 6. All right, so we're in Älesund. All right, let's grab another external contract. So we're in Älesund. There's a lot coming from here to Kristiansand. That's further up the coast. Definitely further up the coast. Carbon black powder, huh? Can we stick to the coastline, bro? Because, you know, I kind of like the coastline, bro. No, we're not going back to Bergen, though. I don't want to go back to Bergen. I mean, we could do Donbass. Donbass. Can we get anything up to Trondheim? I would like something to Trondheim. Lot to Bergen. We got a Lillehammer. Huge tracts of land. Yeah. Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. Ostersund. Can we listen? You're boric acid. Chat. Boric at, you know what? Fuck it. Let's take that. Let's go to Ostersund. We're going across to Sweden. We're gonna take the boric acid. Let's go. Huge tracts of land. Yeah, there is huge tracts of land. That's true. That's boric. Yep, boric acid. Boris acid. All right, what we are going to do before we go and grab that, though, is to do a little sleepy sleep here. We're gonna get a little shut eye. Whoa, hold on. There's already 2 trucks here. What the f... Can I? I don't know. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Oh, it's looking a little foggy. Wakey, wakey, hands off Snakey, boys. All right, there we go. Und we're underway. Let's go. The one, okay, so a couple of things I'm noticing is there is a definite massive upgrade in a lot of the assets. Like in general, with the foliage, buildings, the tree, like just all of it is at a level that I was not expecting. Foliage, yes. Plants, because plant stuff. Got a problem with plant stuff? Foliage. Yes. Foliage. Foliage. Yes, foliage. 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 Yes, foliage. That's right, I said foliage. Foliage. You said foil, so cute. Exactly. Foliage. You heard me, I said what I said, I don't care. Everything is chrome. And it's beautiful. Yes. Foliage. The foliage is nice. The foliage is beautiful. Everything is chrome. It's shiny and it's beautiful. You know what I meant. Foliage. Not foliage. Foliage. You knew what I meant. Why would you put it in that? Where's the rest of the trailer? What the fuck? Alright, that's it. Fired. Alright, that's it. Slider, you're fired. I don't know why, you're just fired. How dare you question me? Freddy AI agent session packs 100 sessions per pack. Not everything needs AI, nor does it need it. Okay, okay, here's the thing. Freddy AI agent session packs 100 sessions per pack. What are these AI agents for? Hey, Freddy, go fuck yourself. I mean, it could be, you could just say, Freddy got fingered. Fresh desk chats, oh my god. Freddy fresh desk. You know, wicka. You know what I miss? You know who I miss in comedy? Tom Green. Another Canadian treasure. My bum is on the AI. You know, the scary part is somebody's gonna do something like that. You joke about it, but somebody is going to do, I mean, your bum could be on the AI if it's connected to the Kohler frickin' poop camera. It was peak TRL shit. That's true. Gonna go grab the Focusrite Vocaster 1. Dude, 40 bucks? That's a good deal, man. It's a hell of a deal. All right, if you're wondering what I am doing, I'm literally picking up all of this stuff because we're here. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab all of this while we can, because that's how we roll in the Shire. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage? Yeah, Freddy got fingered. What? Oh, dude. We're also talking about, listen, we're also talking about the same individual that did the jokes about humping a moose, a dead moose at that. Like, it was a little, there's some strange shit going on, okay? I'll admit, Canadians aren't all right in the head, okay? Not all of us are well in the head, okay? My bum is all alone. I still have that album. The original MP3. Wow, it was. Dude, Freddy Got Fingered was freaking... Let's just put it this way. You would never be able to release that today. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with each other. Nobody would ever have filmed that or released it today. All the MP3s from a Napster era. I don't doubt that. Again, I had all of that stuff, but I don't anymore because, again, house fire ruined so many things, including entire collections of music that I actually made myself. All of my mix sessions. I had a bunch of B-side stuff that I had done myself. All of it just gone. Buff. One terrible ass night. That's not treasure, that's soap on a rope. Oh no, most of that stuff from the 90s and early 2000s would never be made today. Are you kidding me? No, somebody would be like, I'm gonna sue because you insulted me. I'm offended. It's like private encrypted, AWS storage, backup real time. I mean, there you go. I like that. That's why I love that. That's not Trisha, that's soap on her rope. Rip Torn yelling will never get. No. It's true. Yeah, Rip Torn. Oh my god. Robert Vaughn. Dude would never make it today, but I know that's the right, exactly. Never make it today, but absolute pure freaking gold. For those of us who actually grew up through the 80s into the 90s and early 2000s, it really was a golden age. Oh no, he was basically typecast as a wasp racist. Back then, yeah, back then, exactly. Absolutely, he was 100%. He was 100% typecast as a racist back then. And he wasn't. Oh my God! There's a movie. Pootie Tang. Oh my god. That is definitely a movie that would never get made today. Are you kidding me? For those of us who actually grew up late 80s, through the 90s, early 2000s, it was a golden era. Yeah, Louis C.K. Yep. Written and directed by Louis C.K. But that's the thing. We grew up through a golden era where, you know, people were willing to take risks with things that they were like, with cinema, with television, with, like, you know, all sorts of, like, even music. People were willing to take risks. And I think that's part of the reason. What? No. What am I getting hit with? Is that like... It's not a speeding ticket. I'm doing under the speed limit. It's got to be tolls. It's got to be a toll. Not every... Well, no one. But the thing is, though, is through the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, most of us grew up through all sorts of, you know, available media that we understood not everything is for everyone. Nor does it have to be for everyone. Right? No, I know you're not greenlighting Nazis. Neither am I. Hell no. But you're absolutely correct on that. Not everything was for everyone. Nor should everything be for everyone. It doesn't have to be that way. Oh, look, we got more coaches stuff set up. Uh-huh. We're in the bus lane, dude. We just drove through the bus lane. No, I'm not either, but there are a lot of things, like, people were still back then willing to take risks that they're not willing to take anymore. I'm glad to see that we have way stations here now. Yeah, you could bomb, you could misspeak yet, and people weren't losing their goddamn minds over it. This is true. Not everything was televised or a comedy special on Netflix that had to cater to every single freaking viewer, right? It was definitely, there things were a lot more liberating back then than they are now. People were a lot, and let's be honest, in a lot of ways, people were a lot more free and a lot happier than they are now. Because everything is policed now, right? People nowadays forget that they don't have to engage in everything. Yeah, exactly, Tech. Absolutely. If something's not your vibe, you can find something else. But the crazy part is, though, is people will fight to try to make something their vibe, which is so weird. Yeah, 2 drink minimum. There it is, yep. I used to go to comedy shows about 2 to 3 times a month, right? And never saw a single camera flip phone error, right? Yeah, 2 drink minimum. Yeah. You know, a comedian, I saw them when we were young in a room under 100. Yep. In a room under 100, yeah. Everyone in comedy goes to the club, yeah. What is that, the Laugh Lounge or whatever? Or what the? There's a couple, West Coast has a couple. Yeah, and 2 and 3 in LA, you know. Yeah, yeah. There's 2 to 3 in town that you know by name. Yeah. Well, because they were staples for anybody coming up through in show business as a comedian. There were those. It was. You're right. There were a lot of them. There was like, I think there was a total of like, if you're talking like globally, there was like a total of like 6 comedy clubs that everybody had to hit at some point or another. Yeah, and exactly, they still are. But the problem is it's not that the crowds have changed, right? Yet the only places you can do a few sets a night. Yeah. Walked in, yeah, do a few sets, walk, yeah, exactly. You go from one club, you do a set, you walk to the next club, you do a set, right? Or Uber or whatever now, right? Yeah, Punchline, Cobbs. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, but that's right. Tommy T's. Oh, yep. Yeah, there's man. Like the thing is we like, here's, and maybe this is just me being old. Probably me being old. It almost feels like the 90s and early 2000s. We feel like we're more progressive now, but it feels more like we're more prudes now than we were in the 90s and early 2000s. It feels like we're more prudish now about things, and we lack humor in society than we did in the 90s and 2000s. We're so fucking uptight now. Like, societally speaking. I'm like, you can talk to individuals that aren't, obviously, but I mean, like, societally, it feels like we are so fucking uptight now. Everybody's got a giant stick up their ass. Everybody's angry. Right? Like, we forgot how to laugh at shit. Like, so last night, Eliza and I watched Diary of a CEO, right? Like, it's the thing that we do on occasion. And then, because of the seriousness of the conversation, because again, the conversation was around AI and development and things like that, it was pretty serious. Had a very serious tone. All of a sudden, just randomly, it showed up in my YouTube feed, Red Green. So we watched a couple of episodes of the old fucking Red Green show because it was funny as shit. Now, some of that stuff was slightly inappropriate, but it was funny as fuck. You gotta watch the old Comedy Central Spotlight or the old specials, Cobb's Comedy. Yes. Yeah. I remember the old Comedy Central Spotlight. I remember that stuff. Holy God, that was some good comedy though. Yeah, even still, super safe fun. Yeah. I don't know, it felt like you could be more open on stage comparative to now, right? I sat in the back once with the kid from Kid and Play. Wait, what? With Kid from Kid? Dude, nice. Got a drink. I'm tired. Well, then go to sleep, not sleep. You're not being forced to be here. I'm not holding a gun to your head, sir. Posture check. Okay. Big circle fro. Yo, Kid and Play, man, I remember, God, man, I remember them back in the day. Funny as fuck. Got a drink with Hannibal once. Chatted about Sonic. Oh my God. Holy crap. Because I want to, not because I am forced.
Listen.
I'm not forcing you to go to bed, but I mean, somebody might just come along and whack you over the noodle with a freaking baseball bat and knock you out just because. House Party, dude, lazy, right? House Party was so good, man. Such a good movie. I might cry tears in a bucket. Fuck it, let's take it to the stage. Best line ever. Generally between sets after they just chill at the back. Yeah. So you grab a drink, hang back there. Yeah. I'm listening. She's like, I'm not going to bed because I'm forced to. I'm going to bed because I want to, after being told to go to bed because you're tired. Sir. You sound like a 3-year-old who's fighting to stay awake. Refuses to go to sleep. You're like an errant child. Aisha Tyler in Cleveland, my buddy was like, dude, go hit on her. Slider, dude, she's married. Right? Yeah, exactly. Dude, she's married. Wait, are you sure it's not because... Slider, you stink. Crash and burn, Mav. Very nice. I mean, yeah, right. I like that dude. She's married. He's like, I want no part of that smoke. Like, no, thank you. Crash and burn, Mav. You live vicariously through my chattiness. I open doors well for others. That's good, though. I mean, that is legitimately a skill unto itself. That is absolutely a skill unto itself. It is, yeah, that's what it is. It's the toll. Yeah, toll paid. Every time. Troll roads, chat. We're on the troll roads. The troll roads. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Oof. So I got to put in some work over the weekend. I got to make sure that everything is up to date for American trucks so that when we go to do that on Monday, starting on Monday, everything is 5x5 and there are no issues. Because the last thing I want to do is jump into American Truck Simulator to do Louisiana and have it just end up being a bunch of bullshit because things are broken. $90, $89, let's go, come on. All right, there we go. Now we're reducing our speed, finally. God damn, they really picked it up here for the Nordic countries. My God. Like, SCS put in some damn work. Boom, 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 boom. I miss that apartment? I bet. How much do you think it would cost to live there right now with today's rates? Oh God, yeah. There it is, yeah. The realization, oh God, 4K? Monthly? That's just rent, right? That's before anything else, yeah? Oh, it's getting foggy. Bro. Top of the hill with a view? I mean, okay, that's fair, but still. How many people do you know can actually afford to live like that? Downhill 4 ways. Gotta walk uphill both ways. It's takes on a whole different meaning. I gotta walk uphill both ways. I can tell you out of the few hundred people I probably know, I know 3 people that could afford to live that. 3. That could afford to live in a place like that at that cost, just for rent. Yeah, exactly. Literally uphill both ways some nights. Exactly right. Don't slip. Don't. It sounds like one of those situations where you don't want to slip. Okay, the fog got real, like super unreal. This is kind of crazy. I'm not speeding through here because I don't know what we're gonna possibly run into. This is getting a little sketchy. Okay, we're going. Yeah, I'm taking the entire. We're doing it. We're going around. We're going around. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Yo, short round. Oop, shit. We went the wrong way. God damn it. Mistakes were made. Okay. We can fix this. It's fine. I paid $2K in 2010. Yeesh. Now entering Silent Hill. It kind of does have a Silent Hills vibe, doesn't it? All right, we're gonna pull a U-turn here. It's fine. Look, see, it works out perfectly fine. West view to the sun, 280 degree. Oh. Top of one of the most desirable hills on the park. West view to the sun, 280 degree view with desk. Oh my dude. Jesus. Why you gotta stop talking sexy to me, man? Why you gotta talk dirty like that? It ain't right. We just saved ourselves an hour and prevented a war that would have cost like, you know, killed millions. Duda. Keep going, bro. What's your stance on PvE versus PvP in Ark? I think it's well balanced out. The PvE VP I think is actually fairly well balanced out in Ark. I think they did a good job, and I honestly think that the fact that the Ark themselves, being the PvE element, being as dangerous as they are, is actually what makes the game as good as it is, right? So you end up with players who are willing to work together even though they're not teamed up to keep each other alive. I actually think it was very well implemented. The one where Michael Keaton, Pacific Heights, Michael Keaton's killer, baby. Basic Instinct. Oh yeah. I have a cat rubbing up against my legs. No, kitty. No, you stay down. You're not getting on my cat. You know, listen, we know that cats don't take no for an answer, right? Cats do not take no for an answer. This cat's gonna end up on my lap. Yeah, exactly. It's a little light stabbing. It's all right. Waiting for a group to kill a queen when attacking. I mean, I haven't had that experience yet, but I have not had that experience. But here's the thing. So like, let the cat on your lap. Where'd you go, Salem? Oh, she left already. All the best stabbings happen in the fog, it seems like. Why is that spooky? I think it's because it's spooky. Well, I think the fog. Listen, let's be real. The fog just makes it more ethereal, more spooky. But you know, I think there's people are less observant in the fog. Okay. I think that's what it is. Less observant in the fog. They're so focused on not eating shit by tripping over their own feet or something immediately in front of them, they don't pay attention behind them in the fog. So they don't see the sneaky bastard coming up with the shiv to go shink, shink, shink. So yeah, I haven't had that situation come up. With people waiting for a group to kill the queen, then attacking. And honestly, I'm a firm believer in most online games, to the victor go the spoils. If you happen to be able to time it out right, you get the killing blow, you get the loot. Fog is to knives as air is to Paul Walker driving to... Wow. Holy shit, that's terrible. Now, again, that has not been my experience in Ark Raiders. And I do honestly understand how that might annoy some people. How some people might find that, like, somewhat obnoxious and... Need risk to give you a good heart thump. Sometimes, yeah, you do need the risk to get a good heart thump, right? But here's the thing, again, because I've played primarily in solos. In a solo queue, I have not run into any. I have not run into like groups. So things always play out different when you're playing solos, anyway. Because generally, as I've found, usually if you're playing solos, you don't end up on a, like, in an instance with groups. At least, again, not to my experience. Which is probably a good thing. Those fucking leapers, though. Holy shit, dude. The rocket, the frickin', oh man. Sometimes you just wind up in group stuff. Also, there's our Jesus Christ. Really, Slider? Really? Oh my god, dude. All right, we are speeding, but I'm just trying to, you know, we're got 2.5 hours left. I'm trying to get there in decent time. Oh, we are definitely speeding now. We're gonna, there we go. Okay, that's better. Figured I'd better slow this down before something bad happened. Just remember, always put your most expensive thing in your prison pouch. There is something absolutely stunning, beautiful, and majestic about Norway, Sweden, and Finland. My God. You just got... So, I'm a bit of a lightweight. My weapons bench isn't even up to level 2 yet. Go, go, speed racer. Go, go. Shh, it's okay. We're only doing 80 and a 60. It's fine. Yeah, see, now Tarkov is a game that I could not get into. Tarkov is one of those games I couldn't get into. The hacking and the just, it was like, it's just, I couldn't. I tried. I really tried to like it. I couldn't get into it. It's just constant eating shit all the time, and I just could not get into Tarkov. Yeah, Tarkov turned into Chode City. Again, personal opinion. I know I have a lot of friends that love Tarkov, and they played the shit out of it, and they continue to play it to this day. And you know what? Like, we all have games that we like that other people don't necessarily like. We all have the reasons we like the things that we like, and then we have game styles that we don't really like them. Tarkov was one that just kind of, it was a miss for me, unfortunately, right? See, DayZ, I love DayZ. Love DayZ. I used to poo-poo the hell out of DayZ. And then Bohemia Interactive last year reached out to me in October, just before the Frostline release, and you know, said, hey, like, we noticed you do some Arma stuff, right? Which I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. So I got a copy of DayZ and Frostline, and I'll admit, I kind of got hooked, right? Here's the thing, though. Can I be perfectly honest, Lazy? With Star Citizen, I have a far better chance, skill-wise, of being able to defend myself and get myself out of trouble when dealing with pirates, comparative to dealing with the ratting that goes on in games like Tarkov. I can put up a fight. I can absolutely put up a fight. I've been jumped so many times and been able to put up a decent fight, defend myself, and get my ass out of trouble. Whereas Tarkov, it's like freaking double tapped and I'm dead, right? Like, yeah, we want slightly larger ship with a fighter escort. Yep. But even in Pyro, like I've only had one terrible interaction in Pyro. Nyx is just a clusterfuck right now, but it's so much fun. Yeah, I've been interdicted a couple of times, and from experience, interdiction has not worked out in favor of the person interdicting me. They fucked up. Like the dude who interdicted me when I was in my Connie, and I had a friend with me. I had one of my moderators riding the turret, and I was fully stocked. I still had all 48 of my missiles. That was a bad scene for them. Did not work out well. Should have just left me alone and let me go with my freaking, my 92 SCU of Diamond. The Connie can put up a fight. The Connie can absolutely put up a fight. So we are getting base building though. I'm looking forward to the base building. That's why, listen, speaking of educational SC streams, that's why I send you guys over to freaking Loken all the time. That's why I send you guys to Loken. You want to learn about how good the Star Citizen community can actually be, and good that there are some decent human beings in the Star Citizen community. That's why I send you to Loken, because Loken is good. Yeah, not pandering streams, exactly, but sort of people who talk it through. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. See, I still stream it. I've never had that problem. I've never been stream sniped. Thankfully, I mean, we got... Okay, see, here's the thing. They added a whole bunch of stuff for the coaches, the coaches module and DLC stuff into the Nordic Horizons DLC. I am seeing it everywhere. They need to add a quick gunner mode. What, you mean so you don't have to run the length of the ship to get into the turret? Is that... no, we're gonna have to fix that. Dad fucked up. It was a couple of years ago. Well, no, the thing is, though, is Star Citizen is one of those games that there are a lot of people who would just want to play it solo, too. You don't want to be rolling with a big-ass crew all the time, right? Well, usually, and that's the thing, you can always tell who... You start recognizing names on servers too, right? You Slider, you guys have mates? I do. Oh yeah. 6 minutes. Okay, we're good. I'm still doing under the speed limit because, it says 60, but bro. And round and round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. There we go. There it is. Personal disliking. They have a website just to... Why, though? Like... I understand that there are some really sick ass fucking human beings who just take pleasure in other humans' misery, but god damn. I know that there are entire communities for pretty much every single online game out there that are designed just to grief and be shitty ass human beings. Once there are bases and they have upkeep, then we can have chat friends deliver stuff. Well, yeah, exactly, right? Like, and it provides purpose and training in here. Yes, honestly, it does, dude. Seriously. Or crazy fact, people get bored and start trolling because game has not given enough to keep them busy. I also find that usually the people who start doing stuff like that in video games is because they lack imagination. These are also the same humans that will never create anything of substance in their life because they lack the same imagination. So they take the easiest route out, and that is to torture somebody else because they're miserable and fucking unhappy. So rather than fix it, they take the easy route and push the dopamine button by making somebody else pleasantly pissed off and unhappy. They're probably the same kind of people who pull the wings off of flies and just let them walk around. Sounds like my job description. Wow. Holy shit, Slider. Okay, there we go. Okay. Fragile. We're almost done Sweden, almost done Norway. I'll probably finish these up in my own time off, like on the weekend, but sounds like my job's except the wings. Are you sure you're not pulling wings off of people? See, in Slider's case, he's not pulling the wings off of flies. He's pulling the arms off of humans. He's pulling the arms off of humans. Yeah, GrieferNet. Oh my god. See, the thing is, though, is that's probably, yeah, check it out. GrieferNet. Oh my god. Hold. Oh my god. Wait. Before we go anywhere, I have to at this point. I'm almost compelled to. GrieferNet is an org. There are members of GrieferNet or some other Griefer faction now using names that follow the ship serial number convention. If you see names on the global list, for example, that look like GN-6666-CR or SF-1337-RE, they're definitely Griefers. It's known who those people are because their names are similar to their old ones, or I would say they're more infamous ones. What? Oh, fresh chew toys for my Heartseeker. The old girl's gonna eat. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. Franklin, where is he? He's with Grandpa Buff. Oh my god. My votes for Buff Frank. Oh my god. Cannot wait till I get my Hornet Ghost and just go to work. GrieferNet is worse than the combat section of the average casual industrial org. They actively avoid any actual PvP fights in PU and AC. They could beat players in a fair fight. They wouldn't need to resort to griefing. Holy god. The shit talk about these guys is fucking crazy. They're awful. I'm no ship combat god, but man, do they suck. Bro, I beat them with a one-man Connie against their their arrow in the peak of the arrow meta. They were just awful. Damn. GrieferNet are awful at PvP. They only know how to ram. Most of their members are free AF. It does check out with their name of Griefer, so at least it's on brand. Literally, just shoot at them, amount of consistency and they'll run away. They fly like NPCs. Holy shit. Anyone with a name that's hard to type out will turn out to be a griefer. It is known. I find it very easy to pinpoint dickheads based on their character name. Why doesn't CIG crack down on this bullshit? Hand them a ban until the event is over, or just perma-ban since their entire objective is ruining experiences. Had a parent of Corsair ambush me at Hex with the serial bit. Serials should be like NPCs, so you know a player can't copy, or that or a different name highlight to indicate. That aside, I lost nothing, so joke's on them for losing time waiting around. Oh my god. All right, well, I'm going to do some reading tonight about GrieferNet, so that's going to be fun. Chat, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. YouTube, as always, thank you so very, very much for putting in the time, watching the stream. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subs. And thanks, honestly, for just being here. It really is truly appreciated. Twitch, thank you as always for your time, your generosity, your follows, your subs, resubs. Thank you for your bits. And as always, thanks for trying to slip dad your tiny, dirty little tip. Really? Wow, that was delayed. We are going to go raid, though. So Twitch, we're going to go raiding. Okay. YouTube, we got nothing. I got nothing for raiding. So I am going to send you over to Tiger Rider. Normally I'd send you over to Loken, but we're going to go show Tiger Rider a little bit of love tonight. Okay, so we're going to raid Tiger Rider. Tiger is currently apparently messing around with a little bit solo crime, maybe group later. Apparently they're messing around with a little bit of night rain. So yeah, I'll send you guys over there. Have yourselves a wonderful Friday night. I'll see you back here on Monday for American Truck in Louisiana. Have yourselves a wonderful and enjoyable weekend. Cheers, everyone.